Kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick. Hey! Little false start there from me. That was my mistake. I went live when I wasn't quite ready, so I stopped it and restarted it. But just a little side note, I'm not too sure what happened yesterday on the stream. We had 7, I think Flowski counted 6 or 7 restarts. when I went back and looked at the VOD, it was all clean as one VOD download, but then it splits them up in my VOD section here on Kick. So I don't know what happened there. Touch wood, it doesn't happen again today. So if you do get a restart, let me know, because it's definitely not at my end. On fiber internet, and everything's tickety-boo. So if there's a problem, and by the way, I know it's a problem at Kick because it wasn't a problem on other websites that we were streaming on. DLive, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You know the deal, right? It only sketched out on Kick. Stream just buffered for a second. Did it really? Shit me, man. I mean, I'm looking at Restream and everything's fine here. By the way, I'm restreaming directly into Kick, not as an RTMP input. They've got Kick in there now as a selection. Funnily enough, it didn't update the stream title or the category. You have to go still into your dashboard and manually do that, which is a bit lousy, but interesting, Dale. Yeah, let me know if there's buffering. You know what I could do? I could run a little test. Maybe today's not the right day to do it because we're doing a music virtual vinyl stream, but I could be doing a outgoing packet test of my internet just to be certain, right? I could do a test of how many dropped packets on the stream. Seems okay now, because if everything I know is fine, right? There's no longer a 4G issue. We've got a direct fiber internet connection, gigabit speed. So everything should be fine. But if there are dropped packets, that would tell me. But I probably won't do it. And you said it seems okay. I probably won't do it today. So look, I'm working tomorrow stupidly early. Up at 1 a.m., out of the house at 2 a.m., start work at 3 a.m. So it is now 2 p.m. on the day before, on the Sunday. So I'm going to be going to bed pretty early this afternoon to get in some sleep before I get up at 1 a.m. So I figured we'd come in and do a relatively quick stream here. And what better way to do it than with a extended 12-inch of a band called The Models out of Australia, or just Models if you like. The track is Barbados. This is an extended mix that I found in the cash converters. So I paid $20 for a whole bunch of vinyl. This was one of them. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, and any Australians in the chat will know, this is the song that starts off with, or the chorus is, "In the sun, I will come to see Barbados." If that's the right song, because I can't remember. I'm pretty certain that's it, though. I'm like 98% certain that's the song. I haven't... This thing stinks too. Jesus. Not familiar with this band. Yeah, Dale, I don't know if these guys made an international... I got to move it from my face. This record smells terrible. Like, smells of all kinds of old age. I don't think this band kicked it overseas. I don't think they made an impact outside of Australia. I got a feeling this is from the early 80s or mid 80s. I'm going to say... Well, I was born in 75, and if it's the song I remember, I reckon this was about 82 or 83. It's very interesting. For starters, on this side of the record is the cover. When you turn it around, it's upside down, and it's also in terrible condition. It's all ripped up and messed up. But this says Models Trad. And I believe these songs, Steamroller Blues and Blue Moon, I believe they're traditional songs. So I think on the A side, judging on what we're seeing here, we get the track Barbados, but we get the extended mix, and we get a song called Tropic of Cancer. And then when you flip it to the B side, you get these traditional songs, Steamroller Blues and Blue Moon. Of course, I could find that out by opening it up. But look how terrible it is. It's all ripped and it's all crappy and it's very, very aged. So we'll have a look. I'll get out my my spectacles here. By the way, if you're watching this stream and you're not on kick.com, you need to be over here to kick me. If you want to kick me, come on over. If you want to hang out in the chat, we're on kick.com/givesaminute. So let me see. Yeah, true. So 1985. Okay, so I was 2 years off. Mushroom Records, Barbados, in brackets, Australian comp. So that does mean there's an international compilation? Australian comp, in brackets models, in brackets mushroom, Barbados, asterisk, produced by Mark Opitz, engineered by Dave Nicholson, recorded at Richmond Studios in Melbourne, Australia, recorded at Rhinoceros, asterisk. Okay, so that Barbados was recorded at Rhinoceros Studios in Sydney, Australia, during January and February of 85. Tropic of Cancer was recorded at Richmond Studios, Melbourne, Australia. It says it's a limited edition. 12-inch giant, 45 RPM. So that's the A side. B side, that's what that looked like, by the way, the mushroom label and whatnot. The B side, 1985, Mushroom Records. Blue Moon, credited to Rogers and Hart, Rogers-Hart, and then Albert in brackets. Steamroller Blues, which is the track number 2. See, they're listed differently on the sleeve. It says the other way around. Steamroller Blues is credited to Jay Taylor. All tracks produced by the Models, engineered by Chris Core, recorded at Richmond Studios, Melbourne. So they recorded these two and Tropic of Cancer in the same session, and Barbados was a different session. Yeah, okay, this will be interesting. I'll give this a good clean too. We'll do a little research on this record right now first, though. I love doing that. Let's go over here and see what we can find. Dalsky, I reckon the wet clean is a good idea for these oldie moldy vinyls. Spoiler alert, I've already wet cleaned it today. So I have wet cleaned it, and I'm looking at it thinking I did a pretty good job. It looks pretty clean. But I did a wet clean with my... Where did I put that? I don't know where I put it. I have my little lint-free cloth. I don't know where that went, dude. Nice. Yeah, let's go over and learn about it. So let's go to Wikipedia. We'll go models Wikipedia. This could bring up a whole bunch of things though. Models Wikipedia. Wikipedia. Okay, we'll just go here. Let's go to disambiguation. Doesn't come up. Where is disambiguation? I'll just do a search here. Models, because more than one. Model, it defaulted back. Did it? Did I do that too quick? Models. Band, Australian rock band. Here we go. Also, sometimes known as The Models, are an Australian rock band formed in Melbourne, Victoria in August of 78. So 2 years after I was born. They went on to a hiatus in 88, but reformed in 2000, 2006 and 2008 to perform reunion concerts. The band began regularly performing again from 2010. Out of Mind, Out of Sight. I do recall that song. Their only number one hit appeared on the Australian singles charts in July 85. The related album, Out of Mind, Out of Sight, peaked at number 3. Okay. Oh, okay. It also appeared on the Billboard 200 at number 37. So they did make an international mark. An earlier song from the same album, Barbados, peaked number 2 on the Aussie single charts. So we got Andrew Duffield on keys, Mark Ferry on bass, Janice Freidenfelds, aka Johnny Crash, on drums and percussion, and Sean Kelly on vocals and lead guitar. That's your guy there, Sean Kelly. A later lineup with mainstay Kelly on guitar, James Freud on vocals and bass, Roger Mason on keyboards, Barton Price on drums, and James Valentine on sax. Backing singers, Zan Abertine, Kate Sobrano, did not know that, from I'm Talking, and Canadian-born Wendy Matthews from Oh, wait a second. No, I was thinking of... Wendy Joan Matthews is a Canadian-born Australian singer-songwriter, member of the Models and Absent Friends, also a solo. Wendy, I thought she was part of Transvision Vamp. Just want to go on a side tangent here. Okay, who am I thinking? Who am I thinking of? Wendy James. This woman's name is Wendy James Matthews, but I'm thinking of Wendy James. Okay, that's a side spiral, but anyway, I got that mixed up. So the history of this band, they formed in 1977 at school. They soon renamed themselves, they called themselves Spread. That's lame. They renamed to Teenage Radio Stars. That's even lamer. They recorded 2 tracks for the Suicide Records Lethal Weapons compilation album. I wonder if that's anything to do with the film. Singer and guitarist Sean Kelly left in '78 to form Models with bass guitarist Peter Sutcliffe. He won $503,000 in May on an Australian. Okay, that's irrelevant. Models were a pop influenced more than an earlier punk band. Okay. In August '79, Wednesday was replaced with Andrew Duffield from Whirly World on keyboards. Their first release in October '79 was a giveaway, a shared single, Early Morning Brain, backed with the Boys Next Door's Scatterbrain, a double A-side. Okay. They had friction in the band. They broke up. They rapidly reformed at the end of December when the Easy Beats members Harry Vander and George Young, who were now record producers and songwriters, offered to cut some demos for them. Their second single, Owe You Nothing, appeared in August 1980. Both singles were released on independent labels. What the fuck? They got an album out called Alpha Brava Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf. Why would they call it that? They performed extensively both local and interstate, supporting the Ramones, B-52s, XTC, the Vapors, Midnight Oil. They signed up to that's their first record. They called it that. Are you serious? Is that where this song comes from? Barbados, from their first album? No. So that's not on their first album. Okay. They signed to Mushroom Records, who this release is on. The label agreed not to release any singles from the album. Hey, Redox in the house. G'day, Gibbs. Hello. How you doing, Redox? Good to see you. They went onto the pub circuit. The group intended to record completely new material for their studio albums. Much of the earlier work was released. Okay. Sounds like the alphabet soup for the so-called gay community these days. Interesting. Models' early style was a spiky, distinctive blend of new wave, glam rock, dub, and pop. Interesting. They supported the Police on tour. Okay. In June of that year, 1981, demo sessions recorded earlier in Australia so impressed the band that they were released as a 10-inch mini album called Cut Lunch. Is that where this track comes from? Cut Lunch. It's like an EP, but a little longer. No, we still don't see Barbados. We still don't see Barbados here, folks. Both albums helped widen their audience nationally thanks to regular radio exposure on Triple J in Sydney, when it would have been Double J back then, and on community stations in other cities, as well as national TV exposure through the innovative music videos on programs such as the ABC's Countdown. In '82, further lineup changes occurred with Ferry and Hugh leaving early in the year, blah bling blong blang. Where do we see The Pleasure of Your Company to Out of Mind, Out of Sight? Models lineup in '83, Duffield, Freud, Kelly, and Price issued the highly regarded The Pleasure of Your Company in October of that year. Let's take a look. If this includes the track Barbados. Track listing. That was a big song, I Hear Motion. We still don't see Barbados yet. And I guess we'll skip down of their history till we find Was it Out of Sight, Out of Mind? We're looking for Out of Mind, Out of Sight. This is the album I believe that this track comes from. Let's see. No. Yes, here we go. Track 9 on the album. So that's what we've got here. The single Barbados from the album Out of Mind, Out of Sight. This is the 12-inch mix. We're not going to be hearing the album version because we don't have the album. We've only got the 12-inch. Speaking of that, I do want to take a look at this release on Discogs to see if we have ourselves anything special. This is what it looks like on Discogs. Mushroom label. It's a 12-inch vinyl. It came out in Australia and New Zealand in April of 85. It doesn't look that rare as there's 14 of them for sale from a minimum of $3.15 Australian. Someone bought one on my birthday this year, not me. There's 269 Yahoos that have this and 13 that want it, and they're only going to pay $5. So hardly worth selling, right? Hardly worth selling. So there is a 7-inch version of it. And there's a cassette version. There's one not on a label. Wow, white label. That's interesting. That must be a test pressing. So that's what we got here anyway, folks. Barbados from the Models, 12-inch version. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a drink. Being a Sunday, I am working tomorrow, but I can have a beverage. I've got one double Jack Daniels and cola left in the fridge. I'm going to go and get that. When we come back, we'll clean this little bugger up a little more with the old... and then we'll listen to it. We'll have a good listen to both sides of this. That's the plan. I hope you can stick around. I see a few viewers here on Kick. I see 12 viewers watching on Kick. Yet only 2 Yahoos talking. What have I got to do to get the rest of you Yahoos chit-chatting? I don't know. While you think about that, I'm going to go and get that beverage and I'll be right back. You stay there and start freaking talking. Right. Yeah? Is anybody going to have a beverage with me? I hope so. I got it. All right, let's give this little bugger a clean. Ooh, that tastes nice. It'd want to for $34 for a 4-pack. Bloody hell, Australia. I'm kidding me, right? $34 for 4 cans of Jack. Unbelievable. Australia. So I have already given this a wet clean. This will just get the rest of the dust off there. Pops and crackles. This is side A. I've cleaned. I'll give side B a clean while we're here, and then we'll clean it again when we flip it over. Oh, almost dropped it. Crack the beer. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Redox. Hope you enjoy the beer ski. Hope you enjoy the Tuneses. We'll hang out for a bit. All right, let's crank over to here and we will get this thing cranking. on the old machine skis. I'll jump in the chat with you yahoos as well. So we got side A looks on. Hey, thanks there, Dalesky. Thank you very much. Side A, we need that side. Okay, on she goes. I'll get my chat here, so I'm with you yahoos. I don't want to miss any of the action. I'll get that on the floor. I just want to be with the chat with you yahoos, so I'll get that going now. So this will go over here. The chat is here. I'm in the chat now. I'll just put a little message. I'm in here. That come up? Yep, that came up. Okay, I'm in the chat. If we want to hear the tuneses, we will hear the tuneses. I'll be quiet and join you in the chisel chat. What is it? It's a 45. I've already got 45 selected. Let's make a start. Dale, to be clear, I really meant no offense. Just don't get it. I didn't take any offense, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Cheers, Azizes.
get so jealous, and we know that that's unfair. But when you're staying out all night, I'm wondering if you care. So I'm taking up my possessions, I'm counting up my change. And you won't have to feel so guilty, and I won't have to feel so strange. And I need a place to stay. I'm counting up my change, and you won't have to feel so guilty, and I won't have to feel so strange. And I need a place to stay. I won't live with you, I won't live without you. I won't give to you what I had for you. Talked about it. We never even tried. I won't live with you, I won't live without you. I won't give to you what I had for you. And I need a place to stay. Jealous, and we know that that's unfair. But when you're staying out all night, I'm wondering if you care. So I'm taking up my possessions, I'm counting up my change. And you won't have to feel so guilty, and I won't have to feel so strange. But I need a place to stay.
There you go, folks. 2 tracks from The Models. Well, their name is Models, but they often were called The Models. First track was the extended mix of Barbados, and then the one we just heard there was Tropic of Cancer. I kind of liked that song. Well, I thought that song was a little bit more of a banger than Barbados. By the way, hello to Shyla and hello to H-Man. Thanks for swinging in. It's good to see you. Redox, what kind of an album only has 2 tracks? It's a single. This is the single of the song Barbados. That's what kind of an album. A 45 12-inch single, dude. It has 4 tracks because there is a side B, which includes 2 tracks that are traditional tracks. Steamroller Blues and Blue Moon. So these 2 songs you may know. I don't know them, but they're listed as traditional. and they're credited on the album as not anybody in the band, the Models. I have many on vinyl. Yeah, the EP, the 45 12 inch is a very common thing. Where Radox, are you drunk or are you just having a bit of a giggle? DJ, yeah, the 12 inch, right? The remix. This doesn't even have the song. This isn't even the song Barbados. This is the remix of the song. The song was a radio hit, went for 3 minutes. That version went for 6 minutes. Yeah, I liked it. I thought the Tropic of Cancer was better. I just like that thick, fucking beautifully recorded drum sound. It sounded heavy. And I see you chatting about Peter Bibby on a cruise. That would be good. Do you know what would be even better? Peter Bibby on vinyl. Peter Bibby. I don't know where to get it, but I should have bought at the time. I probably could have got it at the gig. Beautician, hairstylist, beautician, butcher, beautician, hairstylist on vinyl. That would be sick. That would be so rad. I should have done that. I probably could have done it back in the day. Let's get side 2 cranked out. Do you want to hear side 2? I do. Let's get it on the turntable at least. Let's just take a look at the credits again on this side 2 track machine. So Blue Moon is incorrectly labeled here as second up, but actually it's first. Blue Moon, then Steamroller Blues. So ignore that, the way that's listed left to right. But I got to put my spectacles back on to read this. So Blue Moon is listed as credited to Rogers-Hart, and Steamroller Blues is listed to Jay Taylor. I guess we should look that up, right? Let's look that up. Let's go on C-Skis. We'll go back here because we were on the Discogs here, and we'll go back and see if there's a credit listing to these Yahoos tracks. Steamroller Blues. Yeah, here we go. Blue Moon. Hart. So that's Lorenz Milton Hart and Richard Charles Rogers. American composer and a New York composer. So both Americans. Blue Moon is American. And then Jay Taylor, James Vernon Taylor. Is that the dude from Living Colour? American singer-songwriter. No, it's not. James Taylor. He's in a band called Friends of Yo-Yo Ma. Oh, I thought that said Yo Mom. Friends of Yo-Yo Ma. Okay, my bad. So let's go back, and that's what we're going to be hearing from anyway. From the Models. Let's put this back on the old record player skis. Track, side 2 skis. Gonna look like that. Everybody charge their glasses. If you've got a Jack like I do, cheers it up. James Taylor is awesome. I'm a huge fan. Oh, then you're going to love this. You guys talking about Peter Bibby still? Yeah, hell yeah. All right, folks, let's go.
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing.
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing. Let's hear side 2. 2 songs. We'll see how they go. I'll be with you in the chat skis.
careful. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. You knew just what I was there for. You heard me say that prayer for someone I really could care for, someone I really could care for, someone I really could care. Oh, steamroller, baby, bound to roll all over you. I'm a steamroller, bound to steamroll all over you. I'm gonna inject your soul with some sweet rock and roll and shoot you full of rhythm and blues. I'm a cement mixer, turning on a burning fire. Cement mixer, honey, turning on a burning fire. I'm a demolition, demolition, D-E-R-B-Y.
Wowsy. That was cool. Wow. I don't know. I know, Dale, you like that one, but I think I liked the other one better, the Blue Moon. That was rad, though. That was not what I expected. I mean, I should have guessed. It is called Steamroller Blues, and it does list it as traditional. That was really cool. Really, really cool. My only issue with Blue Moon, his voice sounded kind of weak. It didn't even sound like the same dude from the single. I like it both. You feel me, homie? Okay, so what we saw there, and I'm going to refer back to the actual song, Barbados was the chart banger, right? That was the single. And then we heard another song off the album, which was neither here nor there. But then flip it over and they give you a couple of fun tracks to go home with. I like these better. I think these were better than the A-side. Some conversation about wanting to have this. Well, I mean, there was a price on this when it came out in 1985. Recommended retail price of $5.99. So with inflation, that should be worth $10. Look, I'm gonna hang on to it. I've actually been going through and ripping my vinyl. I said I wouldn't do it, but I actually have been. So you're not allowed to share music, but you can give to your friends, can't you? Like I can't go and share it. Like I can't go and like LimeWire or what's the Napster of 2023? I can't do that, but I've ripped my rippage and I can send it to you, right? Can you do that? I don't know. Can I send someone a rip of an album, or is that still pirating? Is that still sharing music? It's not sharing it en masse. So what would be the difference if I had it on here and I said take my phone and go for a walk and listen to it? I guess the difference is then you'd give my phone back. What if you just kept walking and kept my phone? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to send music. I don't want to give everybody music, but you said you want it. I'll give it to you. But I don't want to break any rules, you know? Hey. Hold on a sec. I've got to take this. Hello, Lars? Yeah, from the band Metallica. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So what? So sharing music, like giving it to your friends, is a crime as well? Okay, so I can't even give like a copy to my friend Dale. I can't. He's pretty forceful about this. It's interesting because when I was in high school, the only way I heard about your band was when a friend gave me a cassette copy of it. He taped it for me. He actually taped all 3 of your albums at the time. I don't know, is that wrong? Because like, I went on to become a fan. Okay, well, stick to your guns, Lars. Okay, well, thanks for calling. If you ever want to call in and have a chat on the stream, I'm live right now. You can do that as well. You won't? Okay. No worries. He doesn't want to be on mic. Yeah, that's okay. Stick to the drums. Cool. All right, later. And that's how you fake a phone call from Lars Ulrich from Metallica. I don't know, folks. Either way, I think streaming these songs is fun, and it's cool to go to like you guys call it a thrift store, we call it a cashies or an op shop, and just find what's there. Like I picked up all this stuff in one bundle for $20. $20. We've had endless amount of enjoyment from this. For $20 it cost me. So there's more coming. Obviously not today. Like I said at the beginning of this stream, I'm starting work at 3 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm up at 1 a.m., out of the house at 2 a.m., start work at 3 a.m. That's why this stream is happening now, and it's only going to be a short stream. I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm so digging the virtual vinyl streams. Yeah, man, me too. I dig these streams. I dig it. Appreciate you all being here. It's nice to see Shyla again. Nice to see Redox, Stalesky, Hendrik, and all the other Yahoos. I see a few numbers there on the stream. Has this stream been seamless? Has there been any buffering issues? I've got to tell you, I have noticed in my OBS studio, I've seen my square of green go yellow and red from time to time. I'm curious about that. I'm curious. It's great on Kick. Only buffered once early on. That one that you mentioned way back when, Dale. Okay. Very brief. I wonder if it wouldn't make sense It's not my internet, right? It can't be. Can it be? Could it be? Is it? Could it? Is it? It can't be. There's no way it can be my internet. Had a couple of small buffer errors. Okay. I'm going to do some research into what that red and yellow square exactly means. Obviously, it's related to bitrate. But if I've got fiber to the premises gigabit, we should never enter a position where that isn't correct. There's not enough pipe to send my stream through it. Unless there's an issue with the pipe. There's an issue with this jack. It's almost finished. Could be a connection issue. Well, look, that's why I thought, I won't do it this time, but what I will do, next time I stream, I'll bring up an internet packet analyzer, and I'll make certain that my outgoing packets do not drop. There's got to be, I remember back in the day, I remember a command line which could bring up terminal and it would show you your outgoing packets. And as soon as any of them don't make it, it reports it. So I'll do that on a stream, but I obviously wouldn't do it today while we're playing music and whatever, but I'll look into it for another time. I'm going to get out of here though. I've got to, what time is it now? It's 3 p.m. I'm going to think about, I'm going to rip this thing while I got it out on the record player, I'm going to rip this to digital. Then I'm going to have some food. Then I'm going to go to bed. I'm hoping to be asleep before 6 p.m. So I get up at 1 a.m. Rest well, dude. Thank you, man. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, so thanks for being here. Also, Dale, in regards to your question about your sub badge, I don't know, dude. I don't understand it. I wish I did know. I wish I could give you an answer or an explanation, but I don't know. Yeah, I got no explanation. But thanks for being here and appreciate you all. I'll see you all sometime next week. We probably will do a release stream for This Needs to Stop, my new album. We'll probably do that this coming week. I'm going to buy a Slack track, Solo Shot 3 Plus. I'm going to do that live on stream because I want a calendar market, because you can either buy it outright and pay a bit more, or you can pay less and get it shipped in X amount of days or X amount of weeks. And I want to do a stream and I want to buy it on stream, and then I want to keep an eye on those dates. I want to document the process because I think that they won't ship it in the time, but we'll see. Anyway, that's coming up next week. Is this thing still on? Yeah, we'll turn that off because you got to go. You got to get ready for bed, man. Why are you talking to your microphone? All right, there is Jack in this alcohol. Catch you on the flip side. Get him out of there. Get out of there. You too. Kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick.